Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with Sylv Mac, and today we are gonna make a down-home breakfast, but I'm gonna show you how to make some perfectly scrambled eggs with cheese. So grab your cup of coffee and let's get to cooking, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna do some scrambled eggs today, but first I gotta say, go Chicago Bears! It's game day, y'all. Chicago Bears are gonna do it. Well, I don't know about that, but let's root for them anyway. Anyway, so I'm gonna make a big down-home breakfast for myself, but I thought I would show you guys how I like to scramble my eggs and how they come out perfectly every time. So let's go over the ingredients. I like to do 2 scrambled eggs per one person. My husband has already eaten, so this is just for me. You will also need some butter, some cheese, of course, and I like to use and shred my own cheese. So I've got some Tillamook extra sharp cheddar cheese, but you can use any type of cheese that you want, but maybe just like a handful. And salt and pepper, but instead of black pepper, I like to use white pepper, and here's why. I don't like to see those little specks in my eggs for some reason. Don't ask me why, I just don't like to. But white pepper has a milder flavor, and it gives it just a different little flavor. So if you can, get some white pepper and try it out, because I promise you, you'll love it. And then you'll just need just a splash of milk. All right, so it's all about the technique when it comes to making your perfectly scrambled eggs with cheese. You're gonna need a whisk, and you're also gonna need a spatula. All right, so let's go over to the stove and let's get to cooking. All right, so cooking scrambled eggs to me is all about timing and technique. So I've got my nonstick pan heating up, and I've got that on like a little under medium, so medium lowish kinda. And I'm gonna go on and put, like maybe just a tablespoon of butter in there and let that melt. Now while that is melting, I've got my 2 eggs. I'm gonna add just a pinch of salt. I've got my white pepper, and I'm gonna put some of that in there. And I don't know, you kind of eyeball it. Since I'm only doing 2 eggs, just kind of eyeball it, because that white pepper is gonna give it such a wonderful flavor. Then I'm gonna put like a splash of milk in there. Not much at all, just that much. Now here's the big thing is, you wanna make sure, I like to whisk mine a lot, because the more that you whisk it, you're gonna get fluffier eggs, and it's gonna put air into the eggs, which makes it fluffy. So if you get tired with one hand, just keep beating and beating and beating. All right, so you see how frothy that is? That's what you want, and you wanna beat your eggs until it gets nice and frothy. Meanwhile, have your cheddar cheese, or whatever cheese that you would like, but I like to have mine shredded. And you've got your pan nice and hot, but you don't want it too hot. One is because you don't want the butter to burn and turn brown, which that will be icky. But you want your eggs to cook not super fast. That's why I've got it on medium low. So you add your eggs, and then the important thing that you want to use is a spatula, because you kind of want to have some nice big curds and sort of stir it around a little bit. So I like to let it set just for a couple of seconds or so, and then use your spatula, and you see those beautiful curds that are forming? That's what I like to see. And I like my eggs to be really nice and yellow. Now, about this time, and this is the perfect time, just about when they're nice and runny like that, now I'm gonna add my cheese. Because I wanna have sort of like, kind of like mac and cheese, you know, where you see little pockets of cheese. I don't want it all melted. And I like my eggs sort of soft like that. If you like your eggs harder, leave them in. But you see what I mean when I see those pockets of cheese? They're nice and fluffy. And voila, you've got perfectly scrambled eggs. I've got some bacon, and I'm gonna make some cheese grits in a minute to go with this. Okay, so now let's test the eggs. You can see, look at them. Nice and fluffy. They've got little pockets of cheese. They're nice and yellow. Yes, honey, yes. These are some marvelous, marvelous eggs. And they're nice and simple. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Until next time, cheers, y'all.